What's good, YouTube? FAIRDALE Kings coming at you again with another EA Sports College Football 26 live event. Tonight, we're going to be live streaming number 2 Penn State going on the road to take on number 3 Ohio State at the Shoe. Highly competitive team. Been anticipating this game. This is going to be should be a very good game. We'll be jumping right back in. Let me send out a couple messages, and we'll rejoin the broadcast here in a second. Let me get everyone involved. Let them know that we're streaming the game. Give me one moment. So let's go. I mean, we've got a big time matchup here for you guys in week 10. Like I alluded to earlier, this should be a very entertaining game. I mean, I still believe that Lil Brandon is still the class of the league. But we'll see. I mean, he's going to have to be able to go on the road. Now, Brandon Junior is a top 1,000 cut player. Very competitive, very well skilled. But the one thing that's always the wild card is you're going to have to go on the road in a hostile environment against a good player and deal with the crowd noise. And the one key factor is that Penn State loves to audible and hot route, really hot route more than anything. And is how does his team react to this environment at the Shoe? Is he going to be more conservative, maybe run the ball at start a game to quiet down the crowd? Or is he going to come out, so to say, guns blazing, throwing the ball all over the field, which is really what his forte is. That is his strength. He'll run the ball the first play of the game. It's his MO. He does it every game. He just runs the ball maybe once or twice to see if you can even stop it. But then he's going to get right back into his bag, which is throwing the ball, throwing short crossing routes. Once you make those adjustments and come up to stop the underneath routes, then he takes the lid off the defense. He'll throw a deep post. He'll run a takeoff route. I mean, just like everyone else, he runs gun, normal, close. And he'll run YSL. He'll run that underneath route. He'll put that running back out there in the flats, put him on an out route. He'll leave him in the backfield and run him out. You know, he's going to run a lot of the stuff that he's comfortable with. He could run return sell out of trips the whole game. I've seen him do it. I mean, I've been on the other side. I've watched him run that play exclusively the whole game and couldn't stop it. I mean, you stop the return, he's running the post. You start to guard the post. Now he's got the running back running the Texas route or a wheel route or halfback corner. I mean, it's so hard to defend. He'll run the same thing over and over and over again. And it's like Novocaine. I mean, it's like back in the days when I played football, we ran the veer. And we run inside veer, we run outside veer. And we had two 1,500-yard rushers. We passed the ball 11 times the whole time I was in, my senior year in high school. We threw 11 passes for the whole season. We just ran the ball between the guards, between the tackles all game. And then if they stopped that, the quarterback would pull it and he'd keep it and they run the option. That is very similar concept to what little Brandon does, which is he's going to run one play and he's going to run that one play perfectly. You shut down one aspect of it and he's going to go to option 2 and then option 3 and then option 4. And even with all that being said, just because he has all those different variables and things in his bag, is that he can also, at the end of the day, say, you know what? You also got to worry about him taking off with the quarterback. I mean, it's wild to sit here and have to deal with all the different variables of his offensive game plan. Now, it's not to say that AJ can't do some of those things. I mean, I think AJ is more he's more dynamic. He can run the ball. He can pass it. Now, in the other dynasty, he had the ability to take off running with his quarterback and cause some issues. It's going to be interesting to see what he does. He's got Julian Sane at quarterback. He hasn't really, at least against computer, ran the ball with Sane. It looks like it's Peoples. Peoples averaging 10 yards a carry. Very impressive. 90 carries, 10 yards a carry, 900 yards rushing. 17 touchdowns with James Peoples, which nice. Receiver-wise, I mean, you got one of the best in the game, Jeremiah Smith, if not, like I said, the best in the game. The best in the game. Not one of. He is the best receiver in the game. So that's something else that you have to actively be worrying about. I mean, right now you're seeing the Penn State coach on the screen. But, I mean, looking at this, I mean, we see that Jeremiah Smith is AJ's favorite target. That's his favorite target. He's also got Carnell Tate. Tight end has 19 catches, 308. So I mean, that's what you're looking at. Now, defensively, this Ohio State team, they got some dogs on defense. Ain't gonna lie. They got some dogs on defense for Ohio State. Corner for him leads the team in tackles. Arvell Reese, decent Mike linebacker. I mean, we had him last year. He was one of the guys that we utilized a lot. Maybe the best safety in the game, obviously, Caleb Downs, true dog back there at free safety. Matthews, nice little corner, 88 overall. You see these two getting ready up, so we're going to have action here very soon. Just going to jump in here real quick. I want to look at Penn State while they're doing that. That Penn State attack. Drew Aller, 3,012 yards passing, 38 touchdowns, has thrown 10 interceptions this year, 68% completion percentage. Nick Singleton, nice, very nice running back, 93 overall. He's got 84 carries for 533 and 9 touchdowns. Receiving, though, I mean, Liam Clifford, 37 catches, 765, 9 touchdowns, and Trevor Pena, 45 catches, 733, and 15 touchdowns. I mean, you see right now we've got the Buckeyes running through the tunnel. Ohio State fans look live up here. AJ's coming out. They got the black helmets on, red jerseys, black pants. Nice little combo to come out to, and then don't understand this. I mean, why they're not in no damn white jerseys, but whatever. I mean, I guess it's like the LSU deal, man. I mean, they think they got a whiteout and they get to go on the road and wear Navy jerseys. They're coming out here in some damn blue jerseys. Ought to be in the road whites. Knowing Ohio State's the home team and they're going to be wearing dark colors, but you know, whatever. We've got the clash here. Got blue and red. Ohio State's going to let that one sail into the end zone. They're going to scrimmage from the 25-yard line, and here we go. We get to see a little bit of the mind of what's going on here with this Penn State defense. Didn't make one of the adjustments I would like to see him make, especially against the option, but didn't make that. Quarterback's going to, and that's exactly why you make that adjustment. Conservative, aggressive, conservative, and didn't put the aggressive on, and there goes the quarterback, and that quarterback's going to be able to do that the whole game if he chooses to until he makes an adjustment. Does have him in close back here as far as the secondary. Quarterback throws the ball right down the seam. I like that. That's a little RPO action. Hits Carnell Tate right down the seam. Julian Sain, nice pass. I mean, this is a nice start for this Ohio State offense. 2 big plays to start off with, quarterback running the ball, and now we see the seam route. Going to throw another RPO. Doesn't get the settings right, and there's going to be a touchdown. Buckeyes right down the field. Come out firing. 3-play touchdown. That took, what? 42 seconds off the clock. 3 plays, 75 yards, and the Buckeyes are on the board. 7-0 early in the shoe. Penn State's going to go ahead and take a knee, concede. They're going to start on the 25-yard line as well. Drew Allar coming on the field. Nick Singleton in the backfield. At receiver, they've got number 2 is Liam Clifford. Number 8's Trevor Pena. Nick Singleton with just a inside zone. And I told you, I mean, I've played junior here enough times to know he's always going to start the game with a run, and then he might run it 1 or 2 times, and then he'll totally abandon the run and go back into his bag, which is just passing the ball. So we get an early line up in bunch and just run a halfback dive, and there's the and maybe not. I mean, he might not abandon. He might stay here, but I told you, I mean, we're back in the mesh, and 2 runs, really nice yards, and then just totally abandon the there's the post and throws an incomplete pass. Good pressure by Ohio State. I mean, they did let him break contain, which that is the problem. I mean, Penn State Coach Brandon will run to the sideline a lot. Scramble outside the pocket so he can throw that post route. Another run. First down. Nittany Lions moving the ball. We're seeing right now Ohio State's in double mug, and they're bringing people. That ball's passed to Luke Reynolds. Picks up enough yards for another Penn State first down. Little RPO action. There's no one there on the slot. Going to throw it out there. Pitch and catch. Get down there inside the 1-yard line. First and goal at the 1. Speed option over here to the right. Doesn't like it, but he's going to go back probably to this RPO. There it is. That's going to be a touchdown, Nittany Lions. That pass went out there to Trevor Pena. Pena doing his little dance. So Penn State's gone down the field, and they have responded. Didn't take long for that drive. 7 plays, minute 32 off the clock. Went 74 yards. Started on the 25, so also answered with a 75-yard drive. Knotted up here at 7. Ohio State's going to let that bounce into the end zone. They're going to start from the 25 themselves here on their second drive. Let's see if, sure enough, there is. They lined up in double mug, going to bounce out of that. They're still going to James Peoples up the middle. That's going to be a 6-yard carry. 2nd and 4. Nice run. Nice job right now by this Ohio State offense. They've ran the ball now twice on 1st down. Peoples, tries to run. He loses 4. Going to learn real quick. You cannot pull the guards against this nickel when he's in this nickel double mug. There's guys running all over the field open. There was 2 crossing routes wide open. Missed both of them. Gets heated up, and he's going to have to punt the ball away. Had a nice play to start the drive. Had a 2nd and 4. Went backwards from there. Now just blew up the punter. Going to add another 15 yards. That's kick catch interference. And Penn State's going to start in the shadow of the midfield stripe. Single back or actual pistol bunch. B's wide open. Quarterback's going to take off. Aller's going to use his legs. Pick up 5. Bring up 2nd and 5. Did have one of those curls open, but chose not to throw the ball, potentially have it maybe deflected or intercepted, just decided he was going to. Injury timeout. Nick Singleton just got hurt there on that carry. I don't think it's serious. He bounced back up. He didn't lay on the ground, so we'll probably see him back in the game. But a little bit banged up. Nice little shifty move there. We're going to get bunch over here to the left, wide side. There's the typical. We're going to get the corner route, the drag, the vertical. That ball was nowhere near anyone. Singleton update on him. Back spasms. Will return. Yeah, that ball was nowhere near any receiver. Going to get bunch over there. Throws that in traffic. He's going to catch the ball, break loose, shake a guy. That pass had no business getting to Devontae Ross. That ball was thrown in double coverage. Should have never made it to the receiver. And then after that, to put a move on the defenders and get free and go downfield. Totally ridiculous play by Penn State. Great stick skills, but that ball should have never made it to the receiver to begin with. That terrible read. Lucky to get it to the receiver. Comes away. Throws a bad placed ball and gets rewarded with a terrible read throwing the ball into coverage. But Penn State's on touchdown, and now they're up. People's going to respond here. That's a 15-yard gain on 1st down. Right now, Penn State's up 14-7. Ohio State's trying to answer. This is their 3rd play of the drive. They just punted on their last series. Play action. Throws the ball back across the middle. 9-yard gain. Going to bring up 2nd and 1. They're going to no huddle. They want to speed up and not allow Penn State to make all their adjustments. They're in their single back double wing, which is a great concept. You can also, they've got a bunch. Throw it away. Ohio State does have a gun bunch, which you can run either a stretch play or throw the RPO. Something that you've got to be mindful of. One of the best run plays in the game. Just puts the defense in a bind. If they play to the trip side, you're going to have the stretch play, and if they don't, you throw the RPO. So you have to make a conscious decision which one you're going to defend. But they're not in that bag right now. They're doing some other stuff in single back, double wing, and now they're in a gun tray. They got tight end on. There's the drag. There's the angle route. You got throw it away. Throw it away. If you don't make that quick read on that drag right initially, there's nothing there. This Penn State defense is right now is on point. Julian Sain is running for his life. Penn State staying in the nickel double mug. There it is. I just said you got to throw the ball quick, and he does. He throws the ball underneath. That's Jeremiah Smith. Best receiver on the game with a ton of platinum abilities. Getting open. 3rd and 2, I would not run. There's an out route. And does not get his foot down. Man, good read. Did throw the ball late, though. Slow seeing the break. Got to really anticipate that and throw that on the break, not after. Waited too long, and receiver wasn't able to get a foot down on the sideline. No toe drag swag for that guy. So 3rd and 2, or 4th and 2. Huge play here at the 40. You're not going to run the ball up the middle. I mean, that play had no chance in hell. If you're not running inside zone right against this nickel double mug, I mean, you have no chance. There's no way when you have no one in those gaps, and that guy just ran right through the hole and tackled him in the backfield. So now Penn State's going to take over. 40-yard line, 1st and 10. Quarterback's just going to run it. I mean, you have to have contains. There's 12 yards. And contains are even broke, so that makes it even worse when you've got a mobile quarterback and all he's going to do is just sprint out every damn play. There weren't even receivers coming that way. I mean, the routes were going opposite of where the quarterback was at, and he was just able to run the ball. 2nd and 10. Back to the mesh concept, I believe. Yep. Look for Y coming across. There's the running back on the wheel. There's Y wide open. He's going to throw the ball back across his body. Good tackle in the open field, but that, again, is Trevor Pena with a big play over top. Watch RB on the short corner route. Nothing. Yep, he had him if he wanted it. Gonna just throw the ball out of bounds. He had that early, but didn't get the ball off. Defense did a good job of pursuing. Let's see if he puts one of these guys on a comeback route. Loves to do that. Nice concept that they do. It's baffling to me that we're rolling out to the right and there's only one receiver on the right side of the field. All the action is going left, really. I mean, all these receivers are running away from the side that he is rolling out to. Let's see if we get some action over here this time and guys stay on the side of the field. We're going to have a post, it looks like, but B's wide open. They bump. That's going to be Trevor Pena with a touchdown. Just a motion drive play. That's all that was motion drive. You're going to get a slant, and then you've got the deep end route. Didn't even have to get to the deep end route because the drive was wide open. And they bump. I mean, there was so much traffic coming through there. That's what freed up the receiver on that route more than anything. Was just trying to deal with the traffic and got through, and there's no one on the left side of the field because he was following the post. So vacated the whole left side because of that post route. Let's see if Penn State takes any action. They got a defensive end or outside linebacker right now that's a little bit dinged up and looks like he's going to actually sub him out and bring in someone new in. Cover 3 match out of that nickel double mug, and there's no one on the defensive end. Still mugging, not ignoring the guy, and the end runs free. Good job. Nice little check down there to Jeremiah Smith. There's a guy wide open early, threw that late, but able to pick up yards. This is a huge, huge drive for Ohio State. They've got to get something on the books here, and maybe running back's wide open and flat. Takes the curl. That's fine. Flip the play, run the same thing to the other side. So, the running back was wide open in the flat initially. Now we got that's a nice route. I mean, he spins. Jeremiah Smith with the spin, breaks a couple tackles. Nice little yak there. Taking advantage right now of those corner routes. Underneath is open. I mean, there's a couple guys here underneath. Throw the ball. Gonna give you 6. Take your 6. Nice. Peoples. Heck, I don't think he spins. He might score a touchdown. Mylan Graham there was the one who caught the ball and got dinged up. Gun spread. We got the 2-minute warning. Good drive right now by Ohio State. Putting a lot of stress on the defense, but now we're in the red zone. We're going to get double mug. Either have to, it's man-to-man across the board, buddy. I mean, we're seeing that, so you're going to have to get rid of the ball. Throws the ball, that's going to be a touchdown. I mean, motioned out, motion back in, motion back out, saw what he was doing, and got to the edge, threw the ball quick. Nice response by this Ohio State Buckeye team. Nice response. Cuts the lead to 21-14. Penn State's going to go ahead and take a knee. They're going to come out, start their in scrimmage from the 25-yard line. Been very, very impressed, though, with this Penn State. Let's see if he comes out and runs the ball on first down or if he's going to throw the ball around. I'd like to see him run the ball, maybe pick up 10 yards and make them conscious. There's a dig route. I mean, he just sit there and hooked up, picked up 8 yards, slant spacing play. Yeah, I mean, I like this idea. He's not pulling guards or anything. He's going to bring a 3rd and inches. Now he can no huddle and get into his bag and do whatever the heck he wants here. If he wants to throw the ball deep, he can. He can still come back and run the ball on 4th down and probably do it confidently. He's got a wheel route. I mean, it's wide open. I mean, he had the running back on the sideline or whoever that was, was wide open, and he also had the tight end here, and he's going to catch the ball, and they're almost in field goal range. Nick Singleton trying to run up the middle, pick up probably 5, bring up 2nd and 5, but that last route, man, Luke Reynolds did a great job. 88 speed tight end, one of the best tight ends in the game. Vertical threat. Got to worry about him. Singleton runs into his own man. He might still be running if he didn't run into his own blocker there. Ho was there, closed up by damn wide receiver who decided he wasn't going to block. Liam Clifford didn't block a damn so, and then tackled the running back and knocked him down. Otherwise, Singleton might score a touchdown. Going to get the option. Nick Singleton's on the edge. I'd deal with that different. I'd just go straight to the damn pitch man. I'm going to knock the pitch man. If the quarterback wants to run the ball, let him run it. Just not going to let the ball go into 95, 96 speed running back's hands. Ooh, snuck it in. That could have been picked off. A little bit of stick out there. Might get there. Switch stick. Could have maybe got there. Good ball. I know he likes to run an RPO here in these situations. I don't know if he's going to throw it out here to Pena again. He might motion him across and run this Y flat if you don't go with him. And it was there. Singleton's going to keep the ball, but that was an RPO read flat play. And with that guy in motion, you got to pull it quick, but I think no one went with him. I think he throws it out here to Pena. It's a touchdown. I mean, it's absolutely a touchdown because there was no one in the flats. He's going to come back and maybe run the same thing. We're going to get a motion concept. Quarterback, touchdown, Drew Aller. That's the said it before, guys. That's kind of the wild card in all this is that, Penn State, you've got to worry about guarding the underneath routes, and then once you start worrying about that, he tries to take the top off. But the other thing is that he will sprint out the quarterback and put so much pressure on the defense to have to defend sideline to sideline, and that buys him time to throw the ball downfield. And in this situation, he wasn't even looking to throw the ball. It was quarterback run the whole time because everyone was dropped in coverage. Penn State got no penetration. There was no contain, no blitz off the edge to kind of help with that because he's worried about the stress of trying to guard the flats. And it leaves the quarterback unaccounted for, and he just utilized that, scored a touchdown. Here goes Ohio State, not a whole lot of time. Maybe get down, call timeout, didn't. Maybe could have slid down, called a timeout, and at least had a chance to throw a Hail Mary. Many people probably discount Hail Marys. I just lost a national championship to Anthony Brown in one of my other dynasties where leading the game and end of the game situation, thought I'm in good shape, and he threw a damn Hail Mary and caught it in double coverage and won the game. So sometimes you just got to throw it and let the game do what it does. That was one of them situations. Probably Jeremiah Smith could have caught the ball, laid down, used one of their timeouts, and at least took a shot downfield, but didn't do it. Here we are, halftime. Penn State 28, Ohio State 14, and the Nittany Lions get the ball to start the second half. They're going to get a crossing route underneath. Makes another man miss, and Penn State is moving the ball downfield. That was Devontae Ross. 94 speed and shaking and baking. Now we get pistol bunch. Nick Singleton's running the ball. First down. And they're going to come out, run the ball. Run a little bit of clock, and they might run the ball again before he gets back into his bag and throws the ball around the yard. Backup running back in, and he's going to pick up damn near 10 yards and pick up a first down. So that's our first time seeing Katron Allen. He's only had 7 carries for 66 yards on the year, but he's running the ball now, and he's in the backfield again. And it sucks. Ohio State brings the pressure, gets to the quarterback, throws out of a sack, and, still 2nd and 10. So after all that, there's the post again. But after all that, for Ohio State not to be rewarded with the sack after that pressure, and but puts a bad taste in your mouth that you do everything right defensively and you don't get rewarded. Here we go. We're going to run just inside zone, and he is going to be popped. And if the guy, why fall on the ball? That's not a knock on AJ. That's not that this guy. There's two guys there in Aller. I mean, and that guy pops him. He catches the ball out of the air, picks up out of the air. They're already by Aller. It's probably going to be a touchdown, but at least they got to stop. They need it. Get the ball back here with 3:56 remaining. Going to be a crossing route. Nice read. Gets the ball up and down. Max Clare with the catch. Third catch of the day, 33 yards receiving. That's a huge one. Get the ball moving here on progressing downfield. Now Ohio State's in 5 wide. Peoples with the reception. Wide open. Drop pass, drop pass, drop pass. Brandon Ennis from Hollywood, Florida, my hometown. Drops the ball. Take off, Julian Sain. Get out of bounds, son. 1st and 10, Buckeyes. Get over midfield. Good cut. Nice catch by Peoples. Makes a great cut. Makes a man miss. Picks up 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. And see, because they got that guy out there running that just a curl, it is holding that hard flat, which is allowing the running back. Running back's wide open again. Ennis. Julian Sain right now is 15 of 20 passing the ball. Doing a good job. Nice spin. Little hurdle there. Oh, he's past the line. Just run the ball. It's going to be a legal forward pass. I mean, that's going to be thrown back across the body. Carnell Tate's going to make the reception. 1st and go, Buckeyes. Makes the catch at the 5. Double mug, man across the board. Peoples goes nowhere. Quarterback Julian Sain down to the 1. Down to the 1. Gonna say I'd like to see something going right at this defense. Then no chance. That play absolutely had no chance. Let's see what he's got in his bag here. 4th and go from the 4. Motions receiver across the field. 3 guys to the left of the ball. Ball's on the right hash. I know we got a hard flat coming. I don't know if that guy can get out there fast enough. What a dot. What an absolute dot. Had everyone going. The focus was on the left side of the field. Got a lot of guys running to that left side. Caused some confusion in the defense. And Jeremiah Smith sneaks in like a thief in the night. Come walking in the back door. Right there in the shadows of the goalpost. And just throws an absolute dot to the back of the end zone. We've got a ball game, boys. It's 28-21. 3 seconds remaining in the third quarter. I think we're going to see that halfback spacing play again. Now, the tight end was wide open on his wheel route. The running back's also going to wheel out. Nope, he's halfback dive. And I like it. I truly do like it. I mean, I think he can pick up 5 yards. Picked up 4. I mean, now he's in a lot better situation. So going into the fourth quarter here in the shoe, Penn State leads by 7 with the football and trying to run some clock and maybe add another touchdown on the board. Here we go. I think we're going to get Normal Y off close, and we're going to get YSL for the first time. Let's see how AJ handles this. If he can get the quarterback can contain, because we're going to get a rollout. And there's Y. There's the playmaker. Ball's thrown away. 3rd and 6. Good stand right now by the defense. I don't like. Maybe put that tight end on a drag, have him come back across the field. I don't know. Angle route by the running back. Picked off. Nope. Ball's on the ground. 4th and 6. I threw the ball late. I mean, I think he thought he was going to get the angle route. And really and truly, if he held the ball just a split second longer, the Texas route was open. Head came open. Tight end's going to be on his corner route. There's the angle route. And he just got stopped. Absolutely great defense by Ohio State. They brought a guy off the edge that was right there on the toes of Allard. If he went to throw the ball, he had pressure in his face. That was a bad pass. Oh, man, he missed that sideline route it's working. I mean, he's rolling out. He throws the ball to the sideline just over. I mean, he's wide open. I mean, it's a great concept right now by AJ. I mean, he is putting this guy on these comeback routes over here on the sideline and is having success with it. Throws the corner route. I mean, Peoples drops the ball. He was the best receiving back on this Ohio State roster last year. Made a ton of plays for me, and he just drops a wide open pass. I mean, the game's not going to let you win. The game's not going to let you win. I mean, that's 2 consecutive routes. Guy was wide open. And then he drops the tight end drops the ball. Bad pass. Wide open guy. And then 2 consecutive drop passes. One totally wide open. Jeremiah Smith doing Jeremiah Smith stuff. He just broke 2 tackles, 1-2, grabbed the ball, was going to be tackled down in front of the first down marker, and he just makes a guy miss. Holy cow. That is why big time players in big time games make things happen, and he did. James Peoples going to walk in the end zone. Nice run. We've got a tie ball game here in the Horseshoe midway through the fourth quarter. So Penn State's going to get the ball back with 4 minutes to go in the game, in a tie game. Ohio State's made a little bit of adjustments. They are bringing people off the edge now. They got some pressure. didn't like the fact that Penn State ran the same play over 3 times in a row and, got rushed off the field. I mean, they were doing some really nice things and got a little bit stubborn on that last drive. Thought they saw something, which they did, but they didn't get the same result the second time they tried to run it. It's going to be interesting to see what we're doing here because we're doing some adjustments and they're moving guys around at fullback, and which we haven't seen a fullback on the field yet. But the backup running back is in. I mean, that's not Nick Singleton, I'll tell you that. Picked up 2 yards. Wear and tear has had an impact on this game. I mean, we've seen defensive end for Penn State go out, and right now Singleton is a little bit banged up and got banged up early. Now we get the third running back in, and he just had a lineman, Malachi Goodman, get hurt with bruised ribs. But, we're seeing some guys that haven't necessarily played for Penn State. That was Corey Smith, and he had no carries on the year before that, that run. Freshman running back with 93 speed, but he had not played the whole year, and he just ran the ball and got nothing. I mean, I'm left scratching my head. I mean, we got a kid that ain't played the whole year. Yeah, he's got 93 speed, 96 acceleration, and he's in the game still. Let's see if he goes the RPO, and there is the RPO, and that's going to be Trevor Pena out there in the open field. Three yards on first down. Penn State's has crossed midfield, trying to go down the field and at least get 3 points and take the lead here late in the shoe. There's a little shuffle motion. B's going to come back. And he doesn't go with him and lets Trevor Pena run basically a return route and just watch him cross his face and said, you know what, go ahead and take that and run all across the field. Corey Smith still in the backfield. Kid's getting a lot of carries. He hasn't carried the ball all year in biggest game of the year, and he's toting the ball 4 times now in the fourth quarter. Did he hang on that ball? Man, that should be a knockout. That should be a knockout. He hits him immediately. I mean, that's Lorenzo Styles, house call and ball hawk. In perfect trail position with ball hawk. That's going to be picked. That's going to be picked. I told you it's going to be picked. Penn State going to fall down. Good job. Penn State falling down. I mean, that's a bad ball. Thrown late, across his body, across the field, and throws an interception. And right now, Coach AJ just needs to take care of the ball, maybe run some inside zones. Do not pull any guards, run anything cute down here. Peoples runs right at him, which is what he should do. get this first down, make him use all 3 timeouts, and then you can kick a field goal. Scrambles out to the left, gets heated up, throws an incomplete pass, brings up 3rd and 5. Pressure coming off the boy. Sayin got smacked. Julian Sayin just gets nailed. Do not want to take too many of those shots. Checks it down to the tight end. At this point, let the clock run. I mean, do you take your 3 and say, you know what, I'm giving Penn State back the ball with an opportunity to move the ball down the field in a minute and score a touchdown, which they will. You're not going to hold down this offense, or they're going to go for it here and make a decision. We're not going to give. Well, I mean, they could give them back, but take the chance of trying to convert this first down and not letting Penn State see the ball at all. So big decision here to make. Ohio State's going to let the clock run down, call a timeout. Think about it. They're going to kick this field goal. Yeah, they're going to line up for field goal. 35-yarder from the right hash. Nails the kick. I know that his hands were sweating on that one. Nice kick by the Ohio State kicker. But this Penn State offense is going to have the ball with 1:01 remaining in the 4th quarter. And I've seen this before. This coach is good enough to go down the field 75 yards, at least down to get a field goal. Not the least bit worried. I would hate to be giving Penn State and Coach Brandon a chance. Still has 2 tight ends in his, or 2 timeouts in his pocket. Makes that catch though underneath. Clock should be running after the first down. Just running vertical and just running the tight end. All he's doing right now is just running vertical and tight end. Let's go back to level cell. Corner route. Watch B. B should be wide open. If not, you go B to X. B's wide open. Very easy concept. You go B to X on this. You got the running back running the flats. Risky throw. That safety undercuts that ball. The game is over. In field goal range. Now it's a matter of, do you heat him up and try to knock him out of it? Do you bring a blitz here to try to move this team back? Oh, he left him. Trevor Pena. There's the last timeout. I told you I hadn't the least bit concern that Penn State wasn't going to move the ball down the field. Minute 1 to go. That's an eternity for this team. Watch them too many times go down the field in 30 seconds or less. 2 passes to get to midfield and then have a shot at the end zone. And right now, just methodically move the ball down the field in 56 seconds. Going to have 5 seconds here on the clock. Penn State's elected to take the penalty because they want a better angle. I mean, that's the one thing you have to worry about. Yeah, the call a timeout, Ohio State. Did Penn State call it? Yep, you got to call timeout now, ice the kicker. But now's the time you got to call timeout, ice the kicker. But a lot better angle. I don't think this should be any issue. Field goal is good. So here at the shoe, we are tied up with 2 seconds remaining. Don't even fair catch it. I don't know if I'd want to throw the ball. I mean, maybe throw a, Hail Mary. I mean, I lost the national championship game last year from in our other dynasty from this point on the field. Boy, if that ball would have deflected out and came out on the other end and he scored, I wouldn't want to be that controller. Penn State wins the toss. They're going to elect to play defense. Let's see what Ohio State does here. We're in overtime. They can go for extra points in the first overtime. After that, they got to go for a 2-point conversion in the second overtime, and then it's just 2 points after that. 2-point conversions after that. So let's see what happens. Ohio State here on the 25. Boy, he was a shoestring away. I mean, this kid makes a... Humphrey's out there making a block. I mean, this defender just made a damn great play. Screen the other way. Peoples going to bring up 3rd and 3. Drag across the middle. That's Ennis. Brandon Ennis with the catch. He's going to get injured on the play. Let's see. He's going to have to go off the field. You see right now, Ohio State's got 296 passing, 3 touchdowns. They're looking to get at least another 8 yards here and put pressure on this. There's a swing pass. That's Peoples in the end zone. There was nothing in this drive that was aggressive on Ohio State's part. They ran a screen, which could have really went back the other way with another halfback screen, got 7, square in, and then sure enough, they came back with the swing route, motion swing route. Guy was wide open. Just had his number. Here we go, level cell. Simple concept. Let's see if he drops anyone. There's the B. There's the guy behind. That's the big square in the back end. So, I mean, that play puts so much pressure on the defense because you have the running back going the flat, the tight end run the corner route. Touchdown. Extra point here to tie the game and force a second overtime, which now this overtime, both teams have to go for 2. Now, if they actually call this penalty, this is weak as hell that they're going to call a penalty. There's no reason that should be. That is the computer doing it. That's not anyone else. That is weak. That's going to be the game's going to be determined on a weak penalty. That is terrible. That is terrible. That's not the user doing it. That is the computer saying, you know what, we're just going to screw this guy. And now the ball's going to be on the 1 yard line for a chance to run a speed option for a touchdown and win the game. That is terrible. Going to lose the game on a BS penalty at the end of the game with the computer deciding it's going to decide the game. That is awful. AJ's deserved a chance to at least see what happens here in the second overtime. And for them to sit there and allow that to happen, awful. That is terrible. That is an awful call in the game, and to beat your chest, and that is awful. AJ deserves to see a second overtime. The computer just sat there and cheated him with a ridiculous penalty called on something that he can't control. This game should not be ending right now with someone getting the ball at the 1 yard line for a chance to go for it when it should have just been an extra point. That is an awful way to win in the game. Both teams played a great game, but for someone to win on a terrible call like that, that is terrible. And for the fact someone takes it, that is terrible. Good job, AJ. Good job, Lil Brandon. Terrible way to end the game. And I'll say it 1,000 times. There's no reason for that to be a roughing the kicker. None at all. Did nothing that he hadn't done the whole game. Either team had done the whole game. And get bailed out with a terrible call is awful. Make sure you guys comment down below, hit like and subscribe. FAIRDALE Kings, and I'm out.